I'm Dr. John Deitch, WellSpan Health Orthopedic. I'm Dr. John Deitch, WellSpan Health Orthopedic Surgeon. WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on to get you back to your best. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. That's why we're the official sports medicine provider for this team, that team, and your team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with RE/MAX Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Get moving with the Planet Fitness Black Card and check out all the perks. Like access to over 2,000 locations? You got it. Bring a guest anytime. That's right. And relax and unwind with massage chairs and more. Plus, get tons of variety and space to move in our super clean clubs. Your fitness is essential. Join Planet Fitness today and get all the perks of the PF Black Card.
Join now and get the PF Black Card for just $22.99 a month. Hurry, deal ends soon.
At Chambersburg University, we don't just celebrate success, we live it. With endless academic opportunities, a vibrant campus life, and a community of alumni support, at SHIP, you design the future you want. There are so many reasons SHIP is it.
Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like meat meals, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere you know, I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing to the Lord the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is with me. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games till a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chilling with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Turner brothers, yeah, we screaming lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, yeah.
Give us one moment here. We're going to be listening to the national anthem, and then we'll begin the introductions for this game.
Fabulous performance by Chambersburg's very own marching band. That was the national anthem there. And we will now be covering our final event this evening. It'll be Chambersburg versus Cumberland Valley, the boys varsity basketball team. Brought to you by Roxamore Sports. I'm Maximilian Keeper, alongside with my colleague,
Dylan Offerman.
All right. Last time was a pretty intense game. We shall see what this game's going to be.
For this game today, we've seen, prior to this, we've had 3 games before this in this tournament. It is Hoops for Harmony. Good luck to both teams, as he said. He made a quote for Dr. King, appropriate for this Hoops for Harmony event going on. We've mentioned it time and time again. It is an event meant to end racism. It's also an event to bring in multiple schools from across the country, specifically throughout the state of Pennsylvania, as well as Maryland, Baltimore, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh. And alongside that, we've had some excellent play, sport to commemorate this tournament. We've seen so far the Kings have won, as well as the Lady Lions. And our last game that we had, it was the Berlin Brothers who took down the men's Wolverines team in some controversial play. But nonetheless, they walk out of here with a W. And tonight, for our 4th and final game, it's the host school that'll have the final game, Chambersburg Spartans, Trojans, forgive me, as they take on the Cumberland Valley Eagles. It's certainly a loud, ferocious crowd here. We've heard our band, we hear our announcers overhead, and we hear the student staff here. It's certainly going to be a wonderful matchup, I'm sure. Maxwell, what are you looking forward to in this 4th and final game?
Oh, all right. So last time we saw a pretty close neck-and-neck tie with a few times the tide, and sometimes it was awfully close. There was a pretty good gap in between. So I'm looking forward to something very similar to that. A little bit less, a little bit less fumbling what we've seen from the last time, collisions here and there. But we should definitely see. I've yet to see how any of these teams perform because I haven't seen them from previous games. This is my first time watching these guys play. So we'll get a pretty good idea of how they perform in this first quarter of the game. And so far off to an impressive start right there. What a great way to start.
Chambersburg brings out the gauntlets, and now it's up to Cumberland Valley to bring back, and they will try to reciprocate. Cumberland Valley in the black and red. Meanwhile, Chambersburg, home team, white and blue. Cumberland Valley with the ball. Get the shot over. Number 3. That's Titus. Cumberland Valley getting high defense from Chambersburg. And they get their first steal of the game. We're going to get a stoppage of play, and it'll go back to the Eagles. Cumberland Valley with the ball. And Titus, he passes outside over to 23, but that'll be stolen again by the Trojans. Trojans now on the attack. Great ball play outside. And number 14 for the Trojans. That'll be Parker.
It looks like the Trojans are just outside the wall.
Trojans looking to pass, but that'll be deflected off a body and stolen. And the Eagles trying to make something happen. And the Trojan fan base is letting them have it. There'll be a foul called here. It'll be an offensive foul. It'll go back to Chambersburg as they get the ball back. 2-0 here, 6:33 to go in the first period. Officials very whistle happy here as they have multiple stoppage to play.
Yeah, the bleachers are quite packed right now. Place is filled with the Chambersburg spirit as they cheer on the Trojans here. Now's the moment we can see how the Trojans defend their side of the court. And so far, so good.
Offensive foul called against the Eagles there. Trojans will get the ball back. I think the Trojans have a very simple plan of attack, getting something going here. They just have a couple missed shots to begin. Both teams with multiple steals. Trying to make something happen, some great defense to begin the game.
So far, and what?
Nothing but net for the Chambersburg. That goes to number 0, Jacob Bossham.
What a fantastic throw.
Missed 3 there. Rebounded by the Eagles as they go for the layup, and that'll be collected by the Trojans. Trojans now with the ball, driving hard, and the easy scoop and score. Timeout called by Cumberland Valley Eagles here to start this game. 5:20 to go. The Eagles are up 7-0 as we go to our advertisement for the day. Season 3 of The Rock, presented here by Roxamore. Headliner Terry Jones, Lena and Gino. Hosted by Izzy For Real. February 18th, 2022. $25 advance, $30 at the door. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show starts at 8. Rocks Landing, 506 Chartiers Avenue, McKees Rocks, PA, 15136. Again, that's the Rock Comedy Show in orbit. Eagles now looking to put some points on the board.
So far,
Gonna get a travel call on number 3 for the Trojans. That'll be Jackson Boone, forgive me.
So far, the Trojans are coming in swinging, and they're making some pretty good hits as they just got 7 points under 3 minutes.
Eagles still looking to put their first points on the board. We see some nifty dribbles here by the Eagles. It's number 3, Titus again. That'll go back over to 12, Kufa. That'll go over to 5, Levis. And then outside again to Kufa. And a stolen pass there. Trying to pick his pocket. That sails out of bounds. Back to the Eagles it'll go.
To me, it looks like the Trojans have a pretty good defense, as it looks like Looks like the Eagles are kind of rushing their passes just a little bit when they're finally down to Chambersburg side.
They're just simply biding their time, waiting for them to strike.
And there we go.
And we're going to get the continuation of play here as the Eagles finally get their first points on the board, thanks to number 23. That's Jackson Bone again. Looking to make this the 3-point play here against the Trojans. That bounces off the back of the rim. The Trojans will collect, and they'll try to reciprocate. Bassam passes back over.
Trojan horse is in. And an unsuccessful invasion.
Eagles get the foul call. This will be a common foul. That'll result in an inbound pass, which I can't see who it'll be going to. That's number 5, Levis. Levis will get the ball back for the Eagles. Levis passes around, and he gets it to shoot up, but Toll Bull's out. Trojans moving outside. Nice nifty pass there to number 12, Kelly. And now over to Bassman. Back to Martin. Martin with the ball. Fake pass. Back over to Martin for the 3-point shot. And it goes in. And in Martin with a 3-pointer for the Trojans. Eagles now looking to make something happen as it drives inside, but that hits the underside of the backboard. Eagles will collect, and now a foul is called against Kelly. So this field house can get quite eruptive against the opposition.
Nolan Gilbert, number 14.
1 for 2 on the 3 throws there as the Trojans collect.
Excellent pass.
Great lob there. Unfortunately, not able to get that one to go through. Rebounded by the Eagles. Nzinski had it. Another missed layup there for the Eagles. Trojans now with a 7-point lead, and the 3-point shot just inside the rim. That bounces out and will go back towards Cumberland Valley.
At least it was within range of the hoop nonetheless. And what an impressive first quarter this was. As we have 2 minutes to go. And the Trojans lead with 7 points.
Eagles now trying to make something happen. Being high contested outside. Corner pushes it back as it goes back over towards Levis. And that layup finally goes in. 5-point differential here. 10-5 with 1:46 to go in the first quarter. And he pulls up and airballs it.
Ooh.
Nothing but net, but unfortunately the underside of the net there.
Just under 2 minutes.
Spencer Titus will pass it out to his teammate, number 5, Dylan Levis. Forgive me, that was Titus. Titus and Levis. Eva. And that 3-pointer is good. Brought this lead down to 2. Trojans on the attack.
And now
passing back over. That's rebounded, boxed out by, let's say that's number 14. That's passed back towards middle of the court. Titus again. as he passes. And that three-point shot, and that's good. Back-to-back threes for the Eagles.
We look at that. They have a 1-point lead over the Trojans.
The Trojans will favor the light bounce inside, and they'll regain the lead here. 12-11 to go, 38 seconds. That's how games work. We're getting the Eagles foul here. Ball will stay with the Trojans as number 10, Sam Sheets, and not the gas station, mind you. Sheets will pass outside to Titus. Or forgive me, I'm reading the wrong sheet. Fogel had the ball, and he brought it over to Bassam. Bassam passes back over. That's Shearer who has the ball, number 10 for the Trojans. Shearer will take this. He'll do the dribble, and that will bounce off the rim. And just like that, that's the end of the first quarter. The Trojans lead 12-11 against the Cumberland Valley Eagles. We're here at Chambersburg High School Fieldhouse. This is the Roxamore Sports Network. We'll be back shortly after this message.
Trouble can find anyone. At Frank Walker Law, we take the time to understand your situation. Trouble can find anyone. At Frank Walker Law, we take the time to understand your situation and work tirelessly on your behalf. Hard-hitting representation when you need it the most. A real law firm getting real results.
Welcome back here to Roxamore Sports Network. This is live coverage between Chambersburg Trojans and the Cumberland Valley Eagles. Trojans have a 1-point lead here against the Eagles. Maxwell, what do you have to say for first quarter of this game?
You know, that was just mind-blowing right off the beginning. Right away, the Trojans scored like within just 30 seconds of the game, like right when the game started off. And for a while, they had a gap going on there that it was kind of looking pretty ugly for the Eagles. And then just at the last few minutes of the game, the Eagles managed to turn it around and for a second had a 1-point lead. And then the Trojans managed to shut that down. But right now, we're entering the second period, and it's exactly the way I kind of wanted things to go. You know, I like it neck and neck. I don't like huge gaps and where it's one team beating down on the other team. So right now, things are looking pretty good for the next 3 quarters to come. You know, I'm impressed, to say the least.
Back-to-back three-pointers for the Eagles, looking to keep that momentum going. Obviously, three-pointers give you more points in the end. I think for them going forward here, they need to find a way to get through this Trojans defense. Looks like we're having extension to the timeout here, but we'll continue to cover game throughout. Again, we want to mention this is the Hoops for Harmony tournament here in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. About an hour short of Harrisburg. This brings a lot of different schools across the states. Ourselves from Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, inside of Baltimore, Maryland.
All right, pause for a second. When you're doing the play-by-play, give Max the opportunity to do the intro and the outro. Okay, to take us to commercial, to bring us back from commercial.
And we're going to have some words between both officials looking to figure out what the call is going to be. Looks like there's going to be 3 throws going in the way of the Eagles. Number 23 for the Eagles. That's Bone again. And that shot goes out, and the Trojans will collect. Ooh. Great physical play here, but nonetheless is retained by the Trojans.
Yeah, definitely good defense right there by the Eagles. Although the Trojans look like they're pretty confident right now with maintaining this ball.
Trojans looking to get another score in as that boxed out. Looks like the Trojans will retain possession of the ball here. That's number 10, Shearer again. It's like an offensive foul is going to be called before the inbound pass can come in. Eagles will get. Obviously, when you're trying to find someone open, you're going to get some collision going on. It's very hard to get that open lane you want. Oh, it's not going to be scripted. You're going to get guys fighting for the loose ball.
Absolutely, yeah. It's, again, the eyes are sometimes on the ball more than the other players, and that creates those collisions and those huddling moments where everyone's just trying to get that ball, but, yeah, it just ends up ugly.
The high bounce ball off the backboard, rebounded by Chambersburg, as Jacob Bassam continues to dribble. Light screen there by Kelly. Bassam, as he'll hand it off over to Shearer. And a screen again by Kelly as Bassman. And Shearer will get his free throw. Forgive me. After 3 games of basketball today, my calls have been going back and forth. Eagles get the ball up, but it's rebounded by the Trojans.
A great save right there by the Trojans.
Makes a nice move to get out of the way of the Eagles defender, but the Trojans regain the ball. Shearer from deep. And his will hit the back of the rim, and the ball gets swatted back towards him, and he'll try again.
And it's
heat check.
Hey, 3 times the charm.
17-13 to go here. 5:30 in this second period. Getting some traffic control going on. The Trojans get another steal, and they're on the fast-paced breakaway opportunity. Shearer, his ball is dropped out. And we're going to get, unfortunately, a travel call will go against Chambersburg. There's a lot of these high-velocity plays and drives by Chambersburg have resulted in either travels, turnovers, or a combination of them, of a missed shot. Now, Eagles trying to drive. Got number 12. That's Kufa. Trying to make something happen. He'll pass back over to Collard. Collard will go back to Kufa. Kufa, with his large frame, he goes up. Off the top of the backboard, he'll collect the rebound. And that goes just wide of the round. And the Trojans will collect. Back over to Shearer on the outside of the back. Number 3, Vogel. That goes over to Yeager. That goes back over to Fogel. Fogel passes behind him to Martin. Martin has Shearer directing his path. That's passed back over to Martin. Martin looking for the open lane.
Yeah, the Eagles are keeping them out quite well. As right now, just
Another missed three-point shot there will result in an Eagles ball. Number 2, J.D. Hunter will go back out, as well as Spencer Titus. Titus being defended well by Martin. Titus and Martin running around, and you see Fogel. Fogel with the ball, he'll go for the mid-range, and it'll roll on the rim and go outside. Now Martin with the ball as he passes back over. And he'll go over to his teammate Fogel. Fogel with the ball. Fogel and Scherer. Scherer being defended well by Titus. Got a light screen as Scherer passes over. That's number 21, Jaeger.
Ooh. So, Dylan, I would say that the defensive strategy from the Eagles definitely has changed, as it seems like the Trojans have gained less traction into their area. I haven't seen as many breakthroughs through their defense as I did earlier in the game. Would you be inclined to agree?
Andon Martin missing his first free throw. You can see the disappointment in his face as he punches back to the official. Andon Martin with his second free throw. It's up and good.
And look at that.
18-13 in favor of the Trojans with 3 minutes to go in the second period. Eagles are marching. See them pass back outside. Nice pass inside, rolls around and in.
What a shot.
Eagles bring the lead only to 3. As Bassam back and forth to Martin. We're going to see another turnover on the part of the Trojans. I keep wanting to call them the Spartans because I look over at their mascot and I see Michigan State. I can't help but point that out.
No, I'm inclined to agree with you there. Very sharp similarities.
Eagles with the mid-range shots as Blaubau goes up. Bassam, forgive me. Bassam now. Bassam's pass is swatted and collected by the Eagles. Eagles are moving now. Nice dribble pass there as 23. That's Boone. Keep wanting to say Bone. It's Jackson Boone.
And
Jaeger for the Trojans capitalizes on that. 20-17 here, a 3-point game with 1:40 to go. Eagles are marching now. Back pass, 3-point opportunity. That would have tied this game up. Trojans now moving back towards the Trojan side. Nice pass as that goes up, and now it's back to 5. Now we have Titus with the ball. And we're getting an offensive foul called against the Eagles. Trojans ball. 1:08 to go here in the second period. One of the big things that I'm seeing here between both clubs is Trojans are certainly more of a shooter as that goes in. Number 10, Eli Scherer, makes this an 8-point game.
yeah, that gap is widening quite a bit here. I think it's catching the Eagles off guard, as it seems like they're less confident in these offensive plays.
Pass back behind him as that goes up and rebounded. Eagles will collect, and that goes back over to Boone. Boone will pass back. That's over to Spencer Titus. 25 seconds to go here. Down by 8.
This room is alive with spirit.
And see Boone out there rocking the...
Trying to eat up that time. 8 seconds. 5,
Titus now. 4 seconds to go. Mid-range shot, and that's no good. Trojans collect, and they're going to let that go to the half. The Chambersburg Trojans are up by 8 points here, 25-17 over the visiting Cumberland Valley Eagles. We're going to be going to...
All right, we're going to be going into the third quarter pretty soon. We're right now at halftime. This is Roxamore Sports Live. We'll be right back after these messages. This is Maximilian and
Dylan Offerman, thank you.
I'm Dr. John Deitch, WellSpan Health orthopedic surgeon. WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on to get you back to your best. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. That's why we're the official sports medicine provider for this team, that team, and your team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with RE/MAX Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Get moving with the Planet Fitness Black Card and check out all the perks. Like access to over 2,000 locations? You got it. Bring a guest anytime. That's right. And relax and unwind with massage chairs and more. Plus, get tons of variety and space to move in our super clean clubs. Your fitness is essential. Join Planet Fitness today and get all the perks of the PF Black Card.
Join now and get the PF Black Card for just $22.99 a month. Hurry.
At Shippensburg University, we don't just celebrate success, we live it. With endless academic opportunities, a vibrant campus life, and a community of alumni support, at SHIP, you design the future you want. There are so many reasons SHIP is it.
Hi, welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community fundraiser and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mario. I've been a member at Fit for Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit for Boxing, and Rich and his staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit for Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
Trouble can find anyone. At Frank Walker Law, we take the time to understand your situation and work tirelessly on your behalf. Hard-hitting representation when you need it the most. A real law firm getting real results.
Want to put a spotlight on some of these kids who could be going places, and we want to be there to help them get to the next level, whether it be Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, junior college, wherever they want to go, we want to support them and get them to the top.
We have some pretty successful and high-level bowlers that were able to gain exposure through Roxamore Sports Network. And so for me, the decision was a no-brainer from the standpoint of it elevated the profile of our athletic department, it elevated the profile of our school district, and most importantly, it elevated the profile of our student athletes.
To bring light and a mic to a situation to make a difference. That's what Roxamore has always meant to me.
What surprised me the most about Roxamore is, well, how dedicated it was.
So I'd absolutely recommend Roxamore Sports Network, and why is simply because Roxamore Sports Network is in it for the business of helping kids.
Delivering a sports experience like no other. That makes you say, oh, that's all right. As an old man would once say, that's all right.
Roxamore Sports live here at the Chambersburg High School. We are covering the boys varsity basketball games between Chambersburg and
the Cumberland Valley Eagles. We've had a tight contention here in the first half. I'd like to say that it was a great interior defense from both clubs. You can see the Trojans in the very first period, they were very much on the attack on the defensive steal. They were looking to go for those, and then you look to them in the second period, and they were nothing but threes. They went up, shot, they missed, they would go and shoot some more. But yet you have this Cumberland Valley Eagles team that's been relentless on their pursuit, trying to bring this to an even game. And it was close for a time. They had the lead for a moment, but then it seemed just as soon as they had the lead, it went right back to the Trojans' favor. What are some of the things you think that the Eagles need to improve on going into the second half?
Definitely the offense. It seems like they have the defense all right, but you can only maintain defense but for so long. When you're dealing with a great offense, it's easy to get, to lose track of the players that are coming at you. So I think basically they just need to focus a little bit more on the defense. On the offense. The passing strategy seems like it's good so far, but they need to be more present inside of the
three-point arc.
area.
Yeah, I agree. I think that having that interior defense is very crucial, especially in this league in which we have so much three-point shooting going on, especially in part to so many young fans out there watching the NBA and as well as D1 and D2 basketball on the college level. We want to remind you all that today's coverage is brought to you by the Hoops for Harmony. This is a tournament going on in the entire weekend for the Stand Against Racism. This tournament brings together the importance of ending the talks of diversity and only speak about the kindness, the intent to bring everyone together. And in the end of the day, we are all competitive at heart, but we should all remember to have that sportsmanship in us, be able to walk away from this game knowing a little bit more about each other and willing to move on and hopefully move on together.
Absolutely. The world's coming together. It's becoming a smaller place. It's amazing how you can just talk to somebody like overseas, just like just by going online, and it's just
a different world we live in.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. It's a different world we live in. So versus before that, it seems like a completely foreign idea, but now here we are. We see a very diverse room. The main idea is embrace diversity, embrace harmony, don't embrace adversity.
And with that, we have the Trojans marching band to welcome us back to this second half, as well as the large, abundant student staff overlooking the back side of the end of the backboard. Eagles now, looks like they will retain possession on a foul by the Trojans. Looks like that's going to be Martin getting the call. And the Eagles will retain the ball. That goes back over to Titus, and Titus loses the ball. That rolls out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Eagles.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bump.
Interesting plays there. Trojans are definitely locking down on defense. Eagles need to do a better job of holding onto the ball. As Titus packs it back over to his teammates, that would be Levis. And now Kufa passing back over to Boone. And that three-point shot rolls around the board, but rebounded by the Eagles. Boone trying to fight for the ball as that shoots up. And now Titus will drive. He passes back over to Kufa. Titus again, the ball. Titus will pack over to Dennis. And now the layup finally goes in for the Eagles.
Yeah, it definitely does seem like the Eagles have improved on their offensive strategies.
The passing definitely is a big thing for them there. I like seeing them give it to different players and drive, but I would like to see someone there ready to receive the pass sooner. You see Boone over there getting something, but it needs to be more than just him. I want to see Titus driving more, even if it's to the outside for mid-range shots.
Right. Yeah, it definitely appears that they...
And we see a beautiful shot there for the Trojans as they go back up by 8. And now goes back over to Levis, and Boone's there for the rebound, but that's just out of bounds, and will go over to the Trojans. Jitavis Kelly will inbound it over to Scherer. Scherer will take it to the outside left. And that goes, and that three-point shot is good for Jacob Bassam, guard junior for the Trojans. And now Levis, and that pass from Boone goes over to Titus, back to Boone, and his shot is good.
Good redemption.
9-point game here with 6 to go in the third period. And now you see Scherer driving, and he passes, that stays in bounds. And now you see Boone with the steal under the paint. Boone has certainly been the anchor for this team, this Eagles defense.
Absolutely, and it looks...
Boone fighting for that loose ball. That goes back over to Scherer, who will dribble up court. As you see Kelly going in front of him. That pass is over to 21, Yeager. Yeager with the ball, and he hands that back over to 0. That's Bassam again. Bassam being defended well by Hunter. And that's a beautiful layup there. That takes the Trojans up by 11. 32-21 Trojans. Eagles looking to make something happen here against this team. And that three-point shot, no good. Titus will take it back out. Not expecting the ball. That'll get taken over.
And that seems to be kind of a theme right now. Is they're not really making too many three shots at this point. It seems like they're kind of just rushing in just to get a little bit closer to the net. It seems like they're being kind of overwhelmed by the Trojans' defense. But right now we have a free throw by the Eagles.
You certainly want to give credit where credit is due over to Coach Schreffer. I think that he looks over at this Trojans team and they think extreme focus on that defense, especially on the interior and the paint. That free throw is good. And now we have Scherer going in, trying to get the drive going. And that bounces up and rebounded by the Eagles. Scherer defending against Titus.
Bit overwhelmed there. Good call.
Not having to worry too much about interior drives so they can have someone outside. That rolls. And a hard swat there by, so we call it against Scherer. And you're going to have number 12 for Cumberland Valley. That's going to be Grant Kufa going for free throws. 10-point game here, 4:20 to go in the third period. This has been an electrifying game, to say the least. Obviously, the impact of the crowd, the marching band, cheerleaders in front. It's certainly a great testament to what this hosting team means. Missed free throw there, and that'll get rebounded by the Trojans. And Baxham, he'll take the ISO and go for the drive himself. Bassam, his shot layup is no good, taken by the Eagles, as Titus will go, and he looks for help, but he won't get the pass. As Scherer passes outside, corner three, comes an air ball just out of bounds, and will go back to Titus and the Eagles. Titus will take this upfield. I think that's been another thing that I've noticed here is the miscommunication there. That pass by Titus went right into the back of his teammate, number 4. That's Troy Collar. You have to expect those passes coming at every moment.
Right.
As Boone gets the layup to go. Jackson Boone, once again, making it happen for his team. Even though they're down by 8 at the moment, still clinging to life here in this game. Shearer now being defended well, hand in his face by one of the Eagles defenders. That's Titus.
And knocked out.
Knocked out of bounds. We'll go right back to Cumberland Valley. Passes back and forth between Hunter and Titus. Titus now takes it up court. Back over to Hunter, over to Boone. And Boone will pass over to Kufa. Kufa will take it over to Hunter. Hunter with the ball as he drives back. And Hunter passes back to Boone for the 3. Just inside. We're going to have an offensive foul called here, I believe. Or correction, that's going to be defensive foul.
But from my view, it definitely did look like the Eagles were better positioned this time around.
We're going to have Dylan Levis pass over to Boone. Back to Levis. Just out of the reach of Boone, and that goes back to the Trojans, and the Trojans lose it. That goes back to Boone, who lays it up and in. I swear, every time I look over at Jackson Boone, he reminds me of a young-looking Larry Bird, that long blonde locks that he has. Certainly plays with the heart of him. I don't know what he was saying down there, but I wonder if he has the trash-talking skills of Bird. Eagles down there with the ball. As Dylan Levis takes it over and passes to Hunter. Hunter gives it back over to Troy Collard. Collard gives it back over. This is Titus, as he's defended by Scherer. That ball, open look three for Hunter, is good, as that swishes in for three.
And the gap is slowly coming to a close here as it's 32-29.
Recurring theme to what happened in the first half. The Trojans having an exponential lead. Coming closer and closer are the Eagles. And we have a timeout called here. And we will be giving you our presented Rock presents Season 3 of the Rock Comedy Show. Headliner by Cherry Jones, Lena and Gino. Hosted by Izzy For Real. February 18th, 2022. 25 advance, 30 at the door. Doors opening at 6 p.m. Starts at 8. Rocks Landing, 506 Chartiers Avenue. McKees Rocks, PA, 15136. Again, that's the Rock Comedy Show in orbit.
So at this point, I feel like the Trojans are kind of coming out very much strong, and things are looking good for them, I would say, from my perspective. But it looks like the score's not too far from turning around and the gap being more on the Eagles side.
I would agree. I think the Trojans have taken their foot off the gas a little bit. I think the Eagles, with repeated impact by Boone, as well as Titus and company, I think that the Trojans need to make something happen here and happen soon. All right. The Trojans have the ball now, and it's back in Shearer's hands. Leader for this Trojans team, as he hands it back over to 12, and his three-point shot is no good, as that's rebounded by Hunter. Hunter passing back over to Titus, and that will go back over to Levis. Never mind, he'll hold on, and now it goes to Levis. And now we have hard play there by Collard, and that's collected again by the Eagles. Great rebounds here. And three-point shot is good for Dylan Levis.
And it's tied, 32-32.
Trojans looking to make something happen here, anything they can. As Scherer passes outside. You can hear the worry in the crowd as they cheer on their Trojans team. Scherer again looking to create a formation. Noah Yeager looking to move inside. He gets the ball outside corner. Yeager's pass back over to 3. Fogel. Back over to Scherer. And Scherer will be defended well by, I believe, Titus.
They're just kind of biting on the time right now as the buzzard runs closer towards an end.
7.9 to go, but we have a foul called, and that will stay in the possession of the Trojans. Ball goes back in the hands of Scherer. Scherer will get it back over. Deep pass.
Oh, just in the
And repeated tip attempts, and that will not go. We have a tied game going into the fourth quarter. 32 all with 8 minutes to go here. Trojans and Eagles will be
quite an intense game. All right, we're coming towards the fourth quarter of this game, and this is the last event for this evening. Thank you all for joining in. We'll be right back. This is Roxamore Sports Live.
moving with the Planet Fitness Black Card and check out all the perks. Like access to over 2,000 locations? You got it. Bring a guest anytime. That's right. And relax and unwind with massage chairs and more. Plus, get tons of variety and space to move in our super clean clubs. Your fitness is essential. Join Planet Fitness today and get all the perks of the PF Black Card.
Join now and get the PF Black Card for just $22.99 a month. Hurry, deal ends soon.
Roxamore Sports Live, we're back in action here at the fourth quarter of tonight's final basketball game. It is Chambersburg Trojans versus the Cumberland Valley Eagles. And so far, it has been quite an intense game. It is 32-32 at the moment.
Scherer almost had the steal there as that slips right out of his hands back into the Eagles' possession. This has been a high-intensity game. Obviously, we've had 3 incredible matchups here to begin this tournament, but I like to think that this one adds an extra flavor to it because of the impact that this is the host team. This is their fans. This is their fan base. This is where they live. This is everything they stand for. They want to come out of here with a win more than anyone. And it would also add to the fact that them being the host team, they would be the very first home team consideration to win this 4 games today. Eagles now with the ball as that goes back over to Hunter. Hunter passes back over to Collard. Collard gives it to Titus. Titus over to Levis. Over to Collard. Collard rocking the man bun as Titus gets the ball, and he's defended well by the long-reaching arms of Martin.
And it appears the Eagles are pretty well spread out, ready to receive the pass. But
Collard passes over to Titus, and Titus drives in finally, and he gets his backboard layup to go. Beautiful mid-range shot, and now we have the Eagles with the lead. Mid-range shot jumps right off the rim, and the Eagles have the ball here. 6:48 to go in the fourth. Pass back over to Collard. Collard drives now, and his shot, he'll get the foul call. Collard and Scherer exchange words. Actually, it'll appear to be an offensive foul. And now we're going to have Kelly hand it back over to Scherer. Scherer hands it over to Bassam. Bassam observing the field. Bassam directing Martin to go inside as Bassam, he passes over, and we have a call and one. Tied game once again with the Trojans having the opportunity to take the free throw and take the lead once again.
That was a good play. That was a good play indeed.
I think we mentioned the Trojan Eagles enough times defensively there. I think you want to give some credit to the Eagles. They finally found a hole that they were able to drive in, and now up once again with a point lead. Now we're going to have Levis drive up court, Martin guarding him. And now we're going to have Kelly. And now you have Hunter driving. Almost had a breakaway chance there by Bassam. And he's going to get a foul called on him to the dislike of this crowd. Highly contested game. This has been all that and more. This back pass, backcourt of the Eagles side. That's passed over to Collard. Collard passes over to Kufa. Kufa over to Levis. And that's an out of bounds. It'll stay in possession of the Eagles. And now we've got Gilberts in the game. And now Kufa trying to make something happen as Boone gets his pocket picked. It'll be offensive foul called against the Eagles. And now Scherer And his teammates, Kelly, going upfield. As Scherer, his is wide right, and Boone will take it and hand it back over to Levis. Titus with the ball as he moves across the paint. Three-point shot is up and off the rim. Rebounded by Kelly. Kelly will go back to Scherer, guarded by Titus. And we have an offensive call against the Trojans. Great defensive play there by number 3, Spencer Titus.
Fans are not liking that.
Titus with the ball, hands it back over. Ball goes back in favor of Gilbert, and that goes out of the hands. Eagles hand over. Titus being defended well by Bassam. Titus, he'll hand it over to Levis. Levis with the three-point shot, and it's nothing but net.
Wow.
And before you know it, they have a 2-point lead indeed. What a wonderful game the Eagles have had, especially from 3 points. Trojans need to make something happen here. Oh, and look at that. Return to sender. Back-to-back threes that time by Jacob Bassam. Spencer Titus now with the ball as he gets that pass to him by Levis. Titus and Bassam. Levis passes over to Boone. Boone to his right, and it gets passed over, and it goes up. Eagles with the lead once again with 3:47 to go. Scherer, and that goes back over to Bassam. Bassam's three-point shot is good. Back-to-back threes for the Trojans. They will not go down lightly. In fact, they will not be going down at all at this moment. 2 points up. And they get a steal now as the Trojans have a 2-on-1. And they get the 2-point layup to go.
What? Oh.
And Boone will quiet the crowd as he gets a layup of his own. Bring it back to 2.
One thing is for certain, Bassam is certainly going to be a proud man and a popular man. Yeah, that is amazing.
Wonderful back and forth play here between both the Eagles and Trojans. We have a timeout called. We'll be back in a moment, but before that, we're going to bring you our message for the day.
And the spirit certainly is high here at the Chambersburg High School. As the cheerleaders are cheering, the band is playing, and the fans are cheering. 3 minutes on the clock and 10 seconds here for the fourth quarter. And this is the final game of this evening.
Hoops for... Why am I forgetting it now? I've probably said it 15 times. Hoops for Harmony. Hoops for Harmony. I might have to get that tattooed on me somewhere. It might also be the fact that this crowd and this arena have been nothing but extravagantly high in volume. I might need to get myself some hearing aids or a tinnitus shot of some sort. Scherer will take the ball. Scherer will pass back over to Bassam. Hard pass between Bassam and Scherer. Bassam being guarded well against him by Levis. Titus getting the screen on him, and the pick and roll is good, but the block by Boone is even better. Jackson Boone, oh my goodness. Great play there, and a steal by the Trojans. But the foul's going to be called here. That's to be called on, I believe, on number 4. Either way, Trojans have the ball here. Up by 2 with 2:30 to go in this game. That's Martin, and he'll do it all himself. They go up by 4.
What a performance.
This has proved to be quite a finale to this tournament opener. Number 3, Titus, handing it back over to Boone. Boone, who will take it outside corner. 3 is not going to go. Scherer's pass deep over to Bassam. Bassam, nothing but nets. Oh my goodness. Jacob Bassam. That must have been from 28 feet. Before you know it, the Trojans are back up by 7 with 1:54 to go. A lot can happen in this game, but the Trojans like their chances. And now, before anything else happens in this crazy game, I'm going to try to read off our presenter again. Season 3 of The Rock comedy show. Headliner is Terry Jones, followed by Lena and Gino. Hosted by Izzy For Real. February 18th, 2022. $25 advance, $30 at the door. Doors open at 6, and the show starts at 8. Rocks Landing, 506 Chartiers Avenue, McKees Rocks, PA, 15136. Again, that's The Rock comedy show in orbit. 1:54 to go here in this fourth quarter as Boone passes over to his teammate, number 5, Dylan Levis. As Martin guards him, he'll move off, and there's a pass, but that's deflected, and that's going to be taken by Bassam over to Martin. Martin will do the layup all by himself, and now it's 50-41. Unbelievable play here by the Trojans. Boone passes over to Titus. Titus with Martin in his face, and he'll pass over. Martin will take it himself, and he'll pass over to Boone. Boone's shot, and that goes off the backboard and in. 7 points once again, but 1:11 to go, and it looks like all Trojans here to finish this game. Scherer will pass deep over to Martin. Martin will pass over to 21. That's Yeager, and now we have another layup. That's, oh my goodness, that's Jadavius Kelly. Spencer Titus, and that's passed over to Gilbert, and then a three-point shot. That will go in with 48 to go. 6 points to go in differential, 48 seconds in the fourth quarter. Back and forth we go, round and round this merry-go-round of hell, and now we have only but few seconds to go. Try to talk over this marching band really quickly. What do you have to say so far as the explosive plays by the Trojans? What do you have to say about the Trojans' play so far?
They've been so far focusing mostly on free throws from what I've been seeing, but they've definitely been rushing in just to get those close shots as much as possible. Right now, it's just back and forth, and really, it seems like the scale is tipping in favor of the Trojans.
Absolutely, as Martin will pass over to Scherer as he's defended by Titus. Leaving a lot of time off this board. 40 seconds are all but left as that pass is taken over Martin, and that's stolen by the Eagles. And now Hunter, he'll pass over, open three, and that just rolls off the front of the rim. And that'll go back to Kelly. And foul's finally called on Scherer. And with only 20 seconds left, a lot of this is going definitely in the Trojans' favor.
Six with the Trojans in the lead and expected to be the projected winner of this evening. And unless some miraculous miracle happens in the last 16 seconds. Highly unlikely. However, great performance from both teams nonetheless, as we've seen in the past 3 games. And what do you know? Trojans earned another point to the name as the score is now currently 53 over 46. All right, and off the rim there. Back in possession by Williams. 13 seconds on the clock. Right now, it's just a matter of just getting at least a few more points in before the clock goes off, at least for the Eagles. 10 seconds to go here for the fourth quarter. And right now, we have a free throw by the Trojans, number 10. And a miss. 7 seconds. Right in the net. And the score is now 53 and 48. At least the Eagles got a point to the name right there in the last 2 seconds, or with the last 3 seconds rather. It's always a good thing to keep these. It's always a good thing to keep the effort going, even if fate is not in your favor. You know, you just never just give up. You know, you don't call it quits. You just keep going. You at least try to make that 1 point in. At least just to, prove that you're not going to go down. Prove that you're not going to go quietly in that good night. All right. So, 3 seconds on the clock. This is Roxamore Sports Live. Maximilian Kiever here. We'll get an award from the coach at the end of the game. And let's see, the game shall resume at least the last 3 seconds of it before it continues off. The score is 53 over 48. The Trojans in the lead. What a fantastic game this was so far. Not so far, but I'm still expecting more of it. I still want more of it. That's really what it is. But it's been a fantastic game overall. And that's game. The Trojans have won here in their own school. And nonetheless, great performance by the Eagles. But it was the Trojans that ultimately took the helm and won the game here. Spirit is certainly high here in this sport, here in this high school. Again, the message is just harmony. Harmony over bigotry. Harmony over adversity. We want a nice, diverse world that, where we understand each other. Plurality is our effort, and that's what we're all striving for. That's what we should be striving for. As we approach Martin Luther King Day, coming Monday. So keep that in mind, keep that in your spirit, and just think about how to just be nicer to the people around you. We will come back here tomorrow. We'll be here at 10 in the morning covering Saturday's game, January 15th at 10 a.m. It will start with Chambersburg versus Cedar Cliff, and it will be the girls' varsity basketball team. So far, that was those last 3 games overall that we've been covering today were just amazing. But I have seen, or we have seen rather, no crushing scores. Basically, everybody was kind of like very close to each other in terms of the score, how well they performed. No one should go home feeling shame for any calls that they made. No one should go home feeling like they've had any losses. They all did fantastic. It's been great performance. Coming up soon, I'll have my co-host, Dylan,
Congratulations, Coach, on your win today.
Thank you very much.
We wanted to ask you, what was the keys to success for you guys today going in?
Going in was basically to match their physicality. They're a very physical basketball team, and they're a tough team, and they make plays. I thought they shot the ball extremely well in the second half as well, so that became a challenge. You know, getting stops defensively, trying to play through their physicality, but also getting stops.
What are some of the things you think you guys can work on going forward after this tournament?
A lot of things. We just got to continue to get better and not be satisfied with where we're at and understand that we have a lot of room for growth. You know, we didn't always execute really, really well. That's an area that we can get better in. We'll just continue to work.
So this tournament was all brought for the Hoops for
Harmony.
Hoops for Harmony, thank you. Can you give us an idea of what that means to you guys to be able to host such a big tournament?
Well, a lot of credit to Mr. Corsi for putting this together. He's got tremendous connections and has done a fantastic job of putting this event together in this venue. It was awesome, electric atmosphere tonight. So, you know, props to him and thanks to him for putting this together for us.
Coach, congratulations to you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right.
Yes, I got a player's question for you. So, do you have anything planned for the near future for basketball after everything's said and done?
I hope to go on the next level and play more competitively. I love to compete, and as you can see tonight, our team did a wonderful job, and I just hope we can do that every night.
Congratulations to you guys moving forward.
Thank you.
All right, Roxamore Sports Live, thank you for tuning in with us tonight. Tomorrow we'll be back at 10 in the morning covering the girls basketball varsity. We'll be starting with Chambersburg. All right, and I'm going to take it back to my co-host, Dylan.
Pardon me. Athletic Director, it's good to see you guys come out with a victory tonight as the host for the tournament today. We wanted to ask you about this Hoops for Harmony event that you've put together for us. What does that mean to you, be able to put such a big tournament together, and what it all means to you and your organization?
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for being here, first of all. Roxamore Sports is doing a great job of covering this event all weekend. We're proud to have you guys here. I mean, this event is twofold. Obviously, we have some great basketball, high-level games all 3 days. And also, it's up for a good cause. I mean, we're celebrating Dr. King's birthday, and I don't know of a better way to celebrate the legacy of Dr. King than recognizing harmony and unity amongst all people, no matter race, color, creed. And so the theme of this weekend is good basketball, celebrating Dr. King's birthday, and then also just recognizing as humans, we're one human tribe, and as Dr. King so eloquently said, we need to judge people by the content of their character and not the color of their skin. And so that's what we'll preach all weekend, and hopefully get some good games in as well and celebrate Dr. King and basketball.
Absolutely, and thank you very much for your time. Oh, Mr. Director, one more question they wanted to ask was, how do you think that this whole tournament is going to bring together scholars and bring teams together and scholarships offers going forward for these players that are here to present tonight?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, it's going to increase visibility for all the players participating this weekend. I mean, we sent out emails to over 200 college coaches, sending them a schedule of the games this weekend. We have some high-level nationally ranked teams that will be here. And so at the end of the day, it's just an opportunity for us to showcase all of our students. Obviously, I'm biased. I want to showcase the Chambersburg kids because I'm the athletic director here, but also my former school, Woodland Hills, was here. I want to showcase those kids. And any young man or young woman that's playing in this event, we want to give them an opportunity to shine, and hopefully a college coach watches and notices and gets them some scholarship. There's nothing better than zero debt coming out of school.
I could not agree. As a student myself, I love nothing more than that. Thank you very much.
All right, Roxamore Sports Live. Once again, thank you for tuning in this evening. That was the last event, and what a match it was. Tune in with us tomorrow at 10 in the morning. We'll be covering the girls' varsity basketball team, and it'll be starting here at Chambersburg High School with none other than the Chambersburg varsity high school basketball team. All right, thank you all for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. This is Maximilian Kiefer with my co-host, Tyler. All rights reserved to Roxamore Sports.